All right, good morning. Welcome to the market. Got a little bit of a gap down this morning. Yesterday we moved down, but we're able to close towards the high of the day, so that bodes well. But as you can see here, we're actually diverging a little bit from this top Bollinger Band. Have been for the past about 5 days, and able to get back up there. So losing a little bit of momentum here on the indexes. Not necessarily a great thing. Got Sand and D-Dog leading our charge here today. Our buddy Fortinet hanging out, been going sideways yesterday, basically. MJ leading us lower, firmly lower there, blowing through that level.
Dada, can I tell you something?
And you guys in light. Morning, Rob. So market's kind of mixed this morning. We got a little bit of green, a little bit more red. I was noting earlier that we were moving away from this Bollinger Band, this top Bollinger Band, so losing some momentum in the run here. DDOG leading this morning. So trying its hand again at a possible breakout this AM. We'll see if it's able to do that. Volume so far a little bit lackluster. And not too much on the green side. A lot more on the red side, but we're not down that much. So MJ's down almost 5%, which is pretty frightening right there. Looks like that's just going to keep going. So check out the global watch list to see what we're missing out there. Weibo, CGC down 16%, NBEV down 13%, ACB, Hexo, Cron. What's going on here? Tilray earnings fail to lift. And Tilray's only down 3%. Crazy. MJ pretty deep in the dust at this point. Little gap right there this morning. Probably not likely to get filled. What do we got leading us? Say UBNT. Do they go private? I'm not sure what's going on here with UBNT. Traded as UI. Huh? Oh, wow. They changed their symbol. What's going on here, UI? That is a massive, massive gap. And so far, super tight flag up here. This is actually looking really nice. All right, not UBNT anymore. It's now UI, which is strange. It is a super, super tight pattern. Not quite high tide flag territory, but I'm going to argue it almost works as such. So we'll keep an eye on that one, wherever it ended up. Mother. There we go. All right. UI Ubiquity Networks. Look at that. Beyond Meat actually playing with NVGS for. There we go. Okay. So Beyond Meat, the other day we were mentioning was going to fall off a cliff. Looks like getting a little bit of a bounce here today. You can look for a high here as possible shorting opportunity. Maybe it comes back up to the. Would that be the 50-day? That would likely be the 50-day. LAD. Let's try that. All right, Netflix here today. Not doing too good. INMD stuck in that upward choppy range. Yesterday, bought well off of the lows. The lows looks like they were planted in the morning. Stitch Fix actually with an interesting trendline situation right there. That could be good for break of that trend line. Could maybe good for a touch up to that one. It's much nicer being able to see the right side of the chart when it's low. Twitter, INS, EDU, still rocking. FIVN looking like it wants to turn back up. That's a little extended at this point, though. Little undercut right there would have done pretty good. I'm looking for these little undercuts a little more. I think I talked about that yesterday. That would have been a nice little undercut on a buyable gap move, and then already rallied by 7%. That's too extended to get involved. All right, let's see here. Huh? Did I ring a gong? No. Maybe I tapped the mic or something like that. I don't remember doing it, but possible. There's a mute button that I hit on the mic sometimes, but I've never heard a complaint about that. See what our buddy Tesla's doing up here. Stalling out a little bit. Kind of a little bit of a higher volume reversal day yesterday. AMD. Been on fire lately. Taking a rest today. Yesterday broke out from a nice little consolidation here. Yeah, sorry about that. It's out of my face, but it's still kind of in my space. So, an oldie but goodie that we were looking at for a while is Keys, and Keys has been not doing too bad. Kind of a pullback to the 10-day moving average right there. And Momo's one we were looking at. It's like pulling in here a little bit. Getting back close towards the symmetrical triangle kind of potential, buy area right there on great volume. Definitely a pocket pivot. Actually, several pocket pivots in here. Pulling in like this could be a buying opportunity as volume is not very heavy. Hold on. All right. So Momo pulling in here could be a buying opportunity if you see things start to reverse higher on the intraday chart. Maybe a little bit lower here. Looks like it wants to dive right now. NVGS kind of leading us here today. Beats the street. So a couple stocks doing okay. It's still a tough trading environment. How's our JD doing? Pretty sideways since the breakout. Is still holding up, which is good. Not a tremendous amount of volume, though there were several pocket pivots in here. So that's good. They do have earnings coming out tomorrow before market, so today is the last day to whatever with it. Visa looking pretty good up here. MasterCard too. Not VA, MA. Of Of course, Visa and MasterCard pretty much have identical charts. They're twins. If there ever were twins, it would be these two. So going sideways, maybe we'll run back into this 200 period moving average in the next couple of months. Paycom. Comes back through the 50-day moving average here. And a little 3 days of increasing volume. Not massive volume, just slightly increasing volume, doing pretty good. Fitness have anything on F-Cell? Let me check. Yeah, they do have some things on F-Cell. Good looking volume recently here. Yeah, down there in those. Wow, still under $1. Oh, really? Captured with Exxon, huh? Yeah, that could be interesting. All I know is that for a NASDAQ stock, they have to have a price over $1, so I'm not sure how they're still listed on the NASDAQ. They don't have that much earnings. I'll show you what they got on F-Cell. They don't have quarter by quarter earnings, unfortunately. EPS 33%, next year 95%, which is really good. Sales 87%, which is excellent. ROE is horrible at negative 119%. 146 million market cap. I'm not sure what they're doing for Exxon, but any sizable order from Exxon is going to overwhelm this company. 431 employees with 67 million sales. That seems outrageous. That's not bad. 155,000 per employee. That's okay. 5% margin. Yeah, it could be interesting. Definitely could be interesting. Let's see what they say here. Okay, ExxonMobil Fuel Cell Energy expanded agreement. So it's worth up to 60 million. It sounds like they already have something in place. So they said they're extending an agreement. So that may already kind of be built into the earnings there, which they don't really care too much about. Working together since 2016. So, yeah, maybe. There definitely has been a lot of interest lately, going from 40 cents to almost $1 here. Lots of after hours interest. Yeah, maybe quick hundo on the percent. Oh, they even have options. There you go. Buy yourself a $1 call for $50. It's a 50% discount on the stock. And if it launches to $3-4, you're up several hundred%. And it's not that much further out than these shorter term options either. That's funny, this actually has options. Almost kind of want to buy some just because they're only 50 bucks. Let's see. It's got to move a bunch though. Should bet because 155 would be your break-even point. So that's a big ask. This would be 230 as your break-even point. Open interest. Actually, quite a bit of open interest here. 12,000 on the $1 January 20 calls. That's quite a lot. And there's not too much open interest over here on the put side. So definitely some larger bullish bets. That's actually some pretty good volume there on those. But I wonder when they were purchased. They're probably already way up. If they bought back down here at 25, those things would have been, well, they're still out of the money. That's the funny part here. They're still out of the money. So Kale leading us yesterday looks like trying to lead us again here today. Closed above our trend line here yesterday. Looks like we're making recent highs too. So Kale in a good spot. Mentioned that undercut in gold. Kale may benefit from that. Actually doesn't look too bad. Carvana down to the dumps by about 4+% yesterday. Coming back. See if it's enough to reverse it. What do you got down lower here? Skyworks finally with a 2% pullback. Ooh, look at that volume yesterday on earnings. Quite a bit of it. Rallied back substantially. Didn't undercut the gap though. So pretty strong. MJ bouncing as well. Regeneron. I'm going to get you guys off here. ANDP Court. BEP yesterday with a pretty good day. Okta, we noted this one breaking our longer term trend line and so far are able to stay above it. Pretty good volumes. DDOG pretty sideways up here. Transports moving down into the trend line, still above it though right now. Another down day, that won't be the case. Fortinet looks like it just barely poked a new high this morning. Just barely though. And there's Ubiquity Networks, looking like it wants to run. A huge move the other day, 35% on earnings. I didn't know they changed their symbol, otherwise that would have been on my radar. But yeah, wait for this thing to go. Could have another monster day. I'm not even sure where to put a target on this thing. Was that 30% rally? 40% rally? 37%. Crazy. Could just stall out, but let's just we need to do traditional 20% from about there. Puts it about 212. Wow, not bad at all. And that's if it gets up there. So 204 would be a break-even point. 202 would be a break-even point. What was so good about those earnings? Wow, that was a good margin. Revenue was 323, net was 98 million. That's really good. Earnings are up almost 30%. Wonder if the tariffs are helping Ubiquiti. I wonder where they're manufactured. Gross margin 46%. Hmm. Not sure. That is a big move though. Poor you guys, yeah. Yeah, it may run again. I don't need to keep it on my radar though. I end up doing weird stuff when stuff's on my radar, so I try to keep it fairly clean. So, yeah, KL doing pretty good. INMD just jumped on me. Fortinet still doing pretty good. So, all right, guys, I think I'm gonna bounce out of here for the day. Take a break here before my crypto power hour. We'll get something to eat. Like I said, languishing momentum here a little bit on the indexes. You see the top Bollinger Band peering off into the distance while the price action is going sideways here the past couple days, unable to extend out. So we'll see what happens with that. We still have quite a bit of distance to go until we hit that middle Bollinger Band, and so we're just kind of chilling up here for right now. I don't like the lack of momentum that usually precedes something, but can't call it out quite yet. Have to see some failure, probably in some leading stocks. I'm not sure if we have that yet either. So, all right, guys, I think I'll see you tomorrow. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day, and bye-bye.